Hi, welcome to the show where we put the focus on a business, a person, trying to understand it better because the key to, lessening fear is always having more understanding. So that's why we have the show, and today we have a guest because we're putting the focus on. Introduce yourself, my friend. Your name.
All right, hey guys, my name is Chin Hua, and I'm very grateful to be here today with two superpowers.
Thank you for being here.
Superpowers.
Thank you for being here. No, Chin Hua. What do you do? What's your business? What do you
Right.
do?
Okay, so just a bit about my background.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm actually a qualified pharmacist.
Okay.
So after practicing for more than 10 years, I
Right.
decided to just call it quits, right? Because it came to my subconscious that dispensing medicine, selling medicine, is not really something to be.
I know you're balancing the word because if I say something wrong, other pharmacists will get angry with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just hit it out. It's not something for me. It's not my focus anymore because
Okay, there
I've
you
seen so many of my patients, customers, when they go on long-term medication and in the long run, it just destroy their health
Yep.
completely.
Yep.
They end up on kidney dialysis or liver transplant and things like that. So there's the toxin buildup in our system.
There you go.
Right? So that is the truth. That's the truth. Okay. So if someone needs to be dependent on long-term medication for their condition,
Right.
diabetes, high blood pressure, stroke and all that, I would suggest them to take an alternative. There
So
are always alternative remedies out there.
and that's where we led to. Why are you here? What do you do?
Right.
What do you do? So we've got the journey. The man who wanted to be a pharmacist, mother, father proud, told everyone, my child, pharmacist,
Yeah.
Then the pharmacist decided to quit
Yeah.
because looking at the patients and came up with an alternative. What is this alternative?
Alternative healing, it's more on natural self-healing. So it can be done. I'm not sure if you guys are quite aware of how it works.
Okay, I'm going to be devil's advocate here, okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Fantastic.
I'm sorry. I'm going
Oh,
to
don't be sorry. I
devil's
love
advocate.
questions.
That's my job. That's our job to help people understand better.
Yeah.
Because when you say alternative healing,
Yeah.
self-healing,
Yeah.
people like, are you Harry Potter? do you have a wand? So I mean, like, that's where it goes. That's the realm that people's mind goes to when you go alternative and all that. How does science come into play in this?
Okay, all right. So because we are also brainwashed about the medical world, all right, and everything on what we have learned,
Yeah.
right, over the past 20, 30 years. If you go to med school, it's all medication,
Yeah.
right? So that's
Correct.
how I've been taught.
Correct.
So actually, is it true that in most cases they are focusing more on the symptoms rather than getting to the root cause?
Treating symptoms. So if you have a sugar high issue,
Yep.
you go to the doctors, they would tell you take the pill, the problem goes away. But you're not actually looking into the root cause of it. So it's a very good question by
Yep.
Chin Yu.
Yep.
Yeah. So what we are actually doing is that looking into the root cause. What is causing the diabetes or high blood pressure or Alzheimer's, right? We resolve that and the problem starts to slowly dissipate. So it's science. It's science and it's technology.
It's science. It sounds logical.
Yeah.
Now, give me the pill to understand how you search
Right.
to solve root problem again.
Right. The
How-
root cause.
Yes, what's the root cause? How
So
do
we
you
got
do
to understand how the body works. And if you understand how the body works is that we are a self-rejuvenating system.
it? Agreed.
God has created
I
us
won't say no to that. I
in
agree.
any way.
Yes.
Right? That our body can self-heal. But when you're putting in so much toxins in your body,
Right.
food, air pollution, radiation, guys.
Yeah.
We are surrounded by radiation.
Yeah.
And long-term medication, it actually stops the body from healing. All right? So that is the power of what we can do. You all watch Marvel superheroes.
Wow.
And that kind of, self-healing and things like that, it is actually possible, but not to that extent.
So everybody is Wolverine and Deadpool.
Yeah. Correct. Not to that extent, but we
Okay.
can self-heal. We
Right,
can self-heal,
right.
right? So that is the part where I was actually amazed. If someone came to me and tell me that, hey, there's something out there where herbs or there's a product that can actually help your body to heal faster, I would tell them that it's nonsense.
Right.
Take the pill. Take the pill.
That was you 20 years ago, lah.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
about 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
10 years
Okay.
ago.
See, I just tried to find out his age, so he's about 30 something, 40. Okay.
Yeah,
I found
almost
out
there,
just
almost
by
there.
saying 10 years ago.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. So that is the part that I have been actually researching on my own.
Right.
Because there are scientific proofs of it, there are research papers done, right? That there are things outside, whether it's, a product, herbs and all that can actually self-heal our system.
I agree. I agree.
I'm curious to know because being 10 years in the industry, you were in hospitals and in that environment.
Yeah.
What really shook you out of it? What differentiates you from those who choose to stay within the field?
Right. So for me, initially, of course, my intention of becoming a pharmacist is to help people to get well.
All right.
Right. But because of my experience in the retail, hospital, and corporate, I feel that I'm actually quite disappointed with what I saw. Right. And my breaking point came when my grandma was actually suffering for the last 10 years of her life. She lived until 92. But from 82, she lost her eyesight, Alzheimer's, osteoporosis. She didn't have the energy to walk.
Right.
Multiple surgeries on her gut system. Right. So all this actually put me in a position where I started to think again. Yes, medical world, they can prolong our lives. But can they actually give us the quality of life towards our golden age? So you got to think about this. When our parents are still around, right, we want the best for them.
Correct.
Right? And when we look at the world today, it has changed so much because the knowledge that we have now, the resources, we can all find it from the internet. But those days that depend 30, 40 years ago, they don't have this kind of resources. So they depend on doctors to help them. And that is what happened. Yep. Younger generations, we all have different resources now. We are all highly educated. Am I right?
Correct. So now you're talking about, I truly believe what you're saying, especially, health-wise and stuff like that. Because if you think about the older generation, you brought up your grandmother, 92.
Yeah.
Their life is longer is because of also what they used to consume. If they're sick, they go traditional.
Yep.
If their daily life eating is all almost non-processed food. We are everything processed, Everything is, but process gives you more time. Suddenly you, in your mind, I got more time for now, but it doesn't prolong that the other thing. So I do believe in the sciences. But big pharma and doctors are going to tell you're witchcraft. So how do you fight that?
Okay, all right. So you see the big pharma and the doctors, right? I mean, they've done a lot of good.
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying they're bad. Okay, please. I don't want to go to hospital. This way, I don't talk to them.
Correct.
Okay.
They are there to save lives.
Yes.
Right? But what your body can do after that, it depends on what you do. Okay? For example, recovering from stroke. Right? You need to do physio, you need to eat well, you need to exercise and things like that. So that is part of healing.
Right.
But the doctors are there to save you at that instant.
Yep.
Okay, there's no denying it.
Yep.
We definitely need them. They've done a lot. We are very grateful that they are great doctors in the world. Yeah. But again, it comes back to what are you going to do for yourself? Because the doctor is not going to be there 24/7 with you, right? So you have to find an alternative for your body to start healing on its own, for your nerves and your muscles to start to be repaired again, right? So this is the part where people struggle. Yeah. And we've seen people that are bedridden for 10 years because of stroke and all this.
Yes.
Right? It's terrible. It's terrible. So then that is where we educate ourselves in a way that, hey,
You know what? There's alternatives out there. There are alternatives.
So we've been talking about these alternatives. What is the alternative that you have landed on at this current stage?
Right. So we go back to the foundation of our human organs.
Okay.
What are we made of? Yep. Have you guys heard of stem cells?
Yes.
Right. What
That's-
is your understanding of stem
So
cells?
stem cells are basically the building blocks to every part of your body, especially when you start off with the conception, the sperm and the ovum come together, and then from there, each cell is given the instruction to, okay, you become a heart, you become more or less.
Fantastic.
And you get it from fetuses.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
So That is spot on.
Okay.
Are you a medical doctor?
No. I talk a lot
Dr.
about living.
JJ.
I talk a lot about living. Yeah.
But you're spot on, because the thing is that a lot of people, when we look at stem cells, it's only been around for about 20, 30 years or so.
Yep.
Okay. And do you know that Singapore actually banned stem cells injections? Singapore government, for ethical issues.
Okay,
Oh, because of how it's sourced?
Yes.
that's where I wanted to go after this. I'm like, oh, I want to go there, but I don't know how to go there.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Let me lead you.
Okay, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please explain.
All right, okay,
How
so-
do you get stem cells?
Right. So stem cells, the most concentrated stem cells is in the placenta when a woman gives birth.
Oh,
Yeah. So if you guys are married, you have friends that are married.
I've
when
got
they
2
give
kids,
birth.
so
You got
I
2
know
kids?
exactly what you're talking about.
Right.
With placenta.
Okay. Did
Yeah.
you keep the extraction of the placenta, the stem cells in the blood bank?
I did for a while. Do I still have it? Yeah, I think I did. No, I did.
Yeah,
Because
I-
they gave the option, I did.
Yeah, I've heard of people actually saving it and actually consuming it, and then it's like this flat disc,
Yeah.
right?
But I thought you only have like 5 years, like a time frame to it.
No, you can actually store it for 20, 30 years. So in the
Wow.
blood bank.
Okay, that's where my knowledge fails.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Most probably I still have it somewhere. Okay, cool. My
You
2
gotta
kids.
check with your
Yeah.
Right.
But okay. Isn't that for the kids, not us?
It's for the parents, for anyone that has the same DNA as you, your family.
So the DNA,
Yes.
it's DNA related.
Correct,
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So in future, touch wood, if anything happens to any of your family,
Yeah.
like uncontrollable sugar level, whatever that's damaged with your organs,
Yep.
you can actually extract it out and then pump it back into your own system. So then the stem cells can start to
But
repair.
how do you create a business out of it if it's trying to help other people?
Uh-huh.
If it's DNA related?
Yeah.
So I told you I'm going to ask you all the
Correct,
tough questions.
fantastic. That means for your part of it that you stored,
Yeah.
many years ago, it can only help you and
Correct.
your family.
Correct.
It cannot be other people.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important that you do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So find that
Okay.
that storage out.
I've got to look back into it, but
Yeah.
during that time it was like, do you want to? Yeah, but didn't think of it.
Yeah.
But
Do you remember how much you stored it for?
Yeah.
No.
It's at the end of the day, you're just focusing on your wife is happy.
Yeah.
Sign.
Yeah.
Don't look. Here's the card. Sign. I'm not looking.
Yeah.
But that was that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I don't know.
You
how.
don't remember.
Don't
Yeah.
remember.
Okay. All right.
But so back to the question: how does this work for other people? If someone who doesn't have kids,
Right.
what happens?
Okay, so if someone that doesn't have kids, Malaysia, it's a very gray area for
Okay.
stem cells therapy,
Okay.
invasive method. Okay, so you can walk into any hospital, they do it. Any aestheticians, they do it. Now even GPs, they do it.
I've
because
heard
it's
that
very
even one
lucrative.
of our ex-PMs undergoes it.
Yeah. So we don't name names, but you
course,
know. But
of course.
his kind of therapy is very expensive, and he does it elsewhere. Yeah, it's not locally.
So in others who got a lot of money can do a lot of things lah.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyone now,
Yeah.
right? If you want to do a stem cells injection,
Yeah.
they need to do a very thorough blood test on you
Okay.
because the source is not from them, right? Majority of the sources are coming from other countries. So people that have basically delivered the
Right.
babies, they want to throw their placenta away. They will extract the stem cells out of that person.
Right.
The placenta.
Yeah.
And then they will sell it to other countries. So that's why Singapore banned it. Is where is the source from? It's ethical issue. But Malaysia, we are in this very grey area where it's very lucrative.
Ethical issue.
yeah.
It's so weird because majority of the time, traditionally, I know a lot of cultures either do something with the placenta. It's always there's something done with that.
Yep.
But now more and more people don't care. Just get rid of it. I don't want to see it.
Yes.
But if you even think of animals, if you go down to animals, all animals eat their placenta.
Yep. You're right. You're right.
You think of it, you look at any animal, baby give birth, the mother eats the placenta. It's
Interesting.
it's-
I've only heard of animals eating their babies.
no.
This is the first time I'm hearing
No,
it. Yeah.
when the
Very
birth part,
interesting.
they do consume
Yeah.
their placenta.
Okay. Okay.
So it's
Yeah, you're right. So that's why there are different sources of stem cells. The best source is from your own body.
Yeah.
All right. And then from animals that are closest to human DNA. I'm talking about sheep, lamb, rabbit, pig.
Okay.
Okay. So then when people actually they sell it in pharmacies or any wellness centers. So they're like sheep placenta.
Okay.
Where it comes in pill form, supplement.
Okay.
So the more you take it, the better chances of you becoming a sheep.
That sounds like where are you going with this? Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So there is a possibility, you know.
Yeah.
So if you are taking it for 20, 30 years, can you imagine one day you're talking, you're the man, you know? that comes up from you, right? And then there are things where you can actually take it from plants, stem
Plant-based.
cells. Yep.
Okay.
Esthetician, they do it, right?
Okay.
2K,
Okay.
right? Here. Right? So that works temporary for aesthetic purpose. Okay? And then there is another source which I find is the safest of all.
Okay.
Right? Which I found this technology. So
I thought you
this-
just got mosquito bite there the whole time. Okay. So that just little patch, what is that technology?
Right. Okay, so this company has been around for 20 years.
Okay.
Okay, and when they first actually developed this technology, it was for the US Navy SEALs.
Oh.
It was for fit people, it wasn't for sick people.
Interesting. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe you could just show it to the camera.
So
in
There
case
you go.
they can see
fit
it.
people, not sick people, but
Yep.
for the US Navy.
US Navy.
Okay.
Yep. The reason is why? Because they needed to go under water, all right, submarine exercise for 30 to 60 hours. They did not want to be dependent on stimulants, caffeines, or any kind of, synthetic.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So then the founder himself, David Smith, he's a scientist, right? So he developed this technology to boost up the energy of these US Navy SEALs when they're undergoing training.
But how does the epidermis absorb?
Amazing, huh? Yep. So here comes the science part of it.
Okay.
When I first saw this technology, I was very skeptical. I said, what kind of nonsense is this? But if a company can be around for 20 years, it's worth looking into it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. So when they first developed this technology 20 years ago, they have 10 different patches in the company
Okay.
so far, right? It was called Energy Enhancer. Okay?
Okay.
So basically, when you patch on your skin, it has no drugs, no stimulants, no side effects. Okay? So it acts like a mirror. If you understand how your body energy works, you can actually see through a thermal scanner that you have different colors of yourself.
Yep.
Remember during the height of COVID, when you pass through the airport scanner, they can see from the other side if you are highly inflamed, fever,
Yep.
coughing and all that, you're red.
Yep.
Okay, so this is something that we can't see with the naked eye. Okay, so if you understand chakra healing, different colors, energy centers.
Correct.
Okay, so then when your body is releasing energy every single second, it acts like a mirror that traps the energy and reflects it back into your body for self healing. That's how it works.
Wow, this goes back to my Harry Potter magic thing already.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm imagining
Yeah.
is that your body is projecting this electromagnetic energy,
Correct.
let's call it, right? And then
Yeah.
it's reflecting back.
Yep.
Now, what makes the source of that electromagnetic energy a positive input back to you? Because I mean, the energy we put out
Yep.
is not necessarily positive, at
Correct.
least in the traditional sense
Yep.
or understanding.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe if you could share more about that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talk about the spectrums of light.
Right.
If you understand rainbow,
Yep.
anywhere in the world is always at 7 colors. Anywhere you go. Why is that so? Because the energy is from the sun. It reflects into the water and then it forms a rainbow color. Okay? Now, these 7 colors actually represent the 7 energy healing centers of our system.
Okay.
All right, that's what we call chakra. Okay, so then when our body is actually emitting blue energy, blue light energy, right? Blue, if you look at skies, the holiday, the water, you feel more calm, relaxed.
Fair enough.
Correct?
Yes.
I'll give you an example. Have you been to a red light district before?
No.
Never. You?
We have one over here.
Okay. My question to you is that why everywhere in the world is called a red light district and never a blue light district?
Captures attention,
Captures attention.
survival.
Wow.
Yeah.
We get excited when we see red. So I get very excited when you see wearing red shirt today.
Oh, I didn't realize I was very red. Okay.
That is nature.
Yeah.
When you go to hospital, when you look at the hospital walls, it's always blue and white. Why? Why is it not red?
Yeah. Yeah.
If someone comes in with a high blood pressure or heart attack, they'll die even faster. If the walls are red.
The only red you'll see is a shade of red, which is pink. Only for female ward.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the nature of colors.
All right.
Okay. So when you use the blue light energy patch, actually helps you to calm down, relaxation. So people with mental disorder, depression, anxiety, ADHD, kids, children, right? When they use this, right, their focus starts to become better and better. This is what we call the happy patch, the blue color.
Okay.
Yeah. So it releases more dopamine inside your brain.
I'm going to go back to our discussion at the start. How does stem cells fall into place here?
Fantastic. So in 2019, the most powerful patch came about, which is called X39. Right?
Okay.
So
So
this is like a recent
Yeah,
cool movie,
yeah, that's right.
X30 or whatever.
correct.
X23.
Yeah.
Sorry.
yeah, yeah. So when the founder David Smith, he actually researched for 10 years because during the stem cells boom, there were a lot of different therapies that came out. Okay, and people were talking about stem cells, the foundation to all organs. So when he developed this technology, he actually used something called the GHK copper in our body. If you understand our blood, we have a peptide called copper peptide.
Okay.
Right? So then he knows that with this copper peptide, it can actually, if there's a lot of copper peptide in our body, our rejuvenation of stem cells is going to be better.
Okay.
Right? Faster.
Okay.
But as we age, by the age of 60, we have very, very little copper peptide remaining.
Does our body produce copper peptide?
Yes, it's inside our blood.
So copper as in literally the
Copper.
the copper
Yeah.
metal.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like our blood's got iron,
Yes.
copper.
Correct.
But copper, which part of our body creates that? I know iron is our liver, but where does copper?
In our blood.
Blood itself.
Blood itself.
Oh,
Correct. Yep.
okay.
Yep. That's why
I
you
learned
see,
something new.
if you go to a lot of wellness centers
Yep.
in America,
Yep.
they sell the copper pills.
Okay.
They sell the copper pills. If you go to Northern Indian restaurant, they serve food on copper plates,
Yep.
Correct.
right?
The Indians, their science is very good way.
Yeah.
Okay, just to sidetrack.
Yeah.
If you look at it, people say turmeric is good, but turmeric on its own is not good. You got to add in, I forgot, pepper.
Cumin.
But
Curcumin.
pepper, because of pepper adds another side effect. That's why they added in cumin or another thing. So these three things are the core ingredients for curry.
Yeah.
So you're like, wow, back then they all smart, huh? They tried. Okay, this one make curry.
Yeah.
They all don't know. They're healing themselves with curry.
yeah.
Correct.
Which the copper thing, copper could, wow.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the stem cells have, you still didn't explain the stem cells part.
Okay.
Okay.
So when we have enough concentration of copper peptide,
Yep.
right, it can help us to rejuvenate our stem cells even faster. The
Okay.
rejuvenation of it.
Okay.
Yeah, but as we age, our copper peptide actually diminishes.
Right.
So then the stem cells deplete. So by the age of 60, we only have 5% of stem cells left. That means your organs don't function well anymore.
Right.
Your joint starts to ache.
Oh, that's
right.
close
You
to
have
my
all
age.
these hair loss and things like that.
Oh, you're
So-
talking about me already.
Yeah.
I'm feeling very sensitive.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So that's why when we look at the ambassador of stem cells in Malay, the person
Yeah.
that is an ambassador, he's 99 today. 99.
Wow.
Right?
He's
And
Dumbledore. He's Dumbledore,
And
I
he's
swear.
he's been on this regimen for how long?
for as long as he has been, he knows, right? He knows. Yeah. So that's why the longevity, we're talking about the quality of life, right? The secret ingredient here is your copper peptide in your blood. All right, and it's very unstable if you extract it out.
Okay.
So that's why all your copper pills, after a while, it doesn't work anymore.
Because of the oxidation.
The oxidation, correct. That's why it's very valuable. Yeah. So that's
So the X39,
yeah.
did I get the numbers right?
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
so X39 helps with copper.
Yeah.
That promotes your own body's stem cells
correct.
to heal yourself.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
it's not stem cells you're putting on
No,
your
no,
body
no.
lah.
There's no stem cells
Okay,
inside.
faham.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
understand.
So for the numbers people, right? So you say by the time you hit age 60, it's about 5% left.
Yes.
With this technology,
Yeah.
what sort of percentages can people
Okay, so there is a gold standard laboratory test that was done by David Smith himself, right? That he actually tested on a large sample size of people. After using this X39 for 6 months, your organs age will start to reverse by 8.5 years.
8.5.
8.5 years. Yeah, that's why when you would know yourself how your body is reacting to it. Because people that are chronic, they see tremendous results.
Wow.
Tremendous. So that's why it's not something that we use when we have a problem. It's actually what we are doing at a younger age to continue to build that healthy stem cells in our body.
I see.
Right.
So this is known as a stem cell patch as compared to what the market knows as stem cell therapy.
Stem cells
Right.
activation patch.
Activation patch. Okay.
Yeah.
So when it comes to this stem cell activation patch, right? We hear the positive effects.
Yep.
What are the potential side effects, if
Okay.
any?
All right. So in the
You
medical,
become a sheep. No, just kidding.
right. Before I get there, let me
Yeah.
just explain to you how it works in our body.
Okay.
Okay. So then X39 actually is what we call phototherapy.
Right.
Yeah, because it's your energy that is light.
Right.
Okay. So then it actually stimulates the copper peptide that actually rejuvenates healthy stem cells in our body.
Okay.
That is science.
Okay.
So research papers are all done already.
Okay.
You can actually go on to National Library of Medicine and look into the science part of it. Okay. So the company has more than 80 clinical trials and 130 patents
Fair
on
enough.
this technology. So
That's nice.
all right. So then comes the question on what is it again? Sorry.
Negative,
Okay.
the bad side of
the
it.
bad side of it. Okay. Now, when we talk about pharmaceuticals,
Yeah.
medicines,
Yeah.
it causes a lot of side effects. There can be adverse effects as well.
Correct,
Okay. So then that is pharmaceutical. But for wellness, any kind of wellness category, whether it's supplement, whether it's devices and all that, it doesn't have side effects. But it has something called the healing crisis
Oh,
that
crisis?
medicine cannot do.
There's a crisis.
Okay.
Crisis.
Crisis
Okay,
in
explain
healing, okay.
crisis.
Okay, now I give you an example. Healing crisis meaning that when your body is going through detoxing, whether it's your liver, whether it's your kidneys, your body will start to heal. And when you're healing, you feel maybe more lethargic. You have some kind of fever, some kind of cough, flu. Your joints will start to ache.
Correct.
So places that were never healed properly in the past will start to come out again. Let's say for someone who has asthma, right? The attacks has not been there. Then suddenly you feel that, hey, my lungs are, I'm finding it a bit more difficult to breathe because it's repairing your lung cells. Yeah, but
That's
it's
so
only a cycles of healing crisis. Yeah.
So typically, how long does this cycle last?
Good question. So it depends on how damaged our body is. Yeah. So like when I started using this product, I had 2-3 weeks of healing crisis myself. Yeah, I had very bad gut issue last time.
Wow.
Yeah, very bad. So then indigestion, gastric issue, malabsorption, I couldn't put on weight, and bloating, nauseated, anxiety, palpitation. So then all this started to creep up one by one. Yeah, but to the extent that after using it for 7 months, it entirely cleared off everything.
No
Yeah,
offense to the
entirely.
female what the viewers are. You explain like you're getting PMS like that. Whatever you just described.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
No, because your stomach cramps. I know what they go through every month, so I'm like, wow, that's scary. So, the only side effect is wherever that needs to be healed, like your muscles when you work at it, it hurts, then gets better. Is it?
It always gets worse than before it gets better.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't call that a side
Yeah.
effect because it's
Yeah,
not medical.
yeah. It's
Right?
the
I suppose it's the
Healing
process,
crisis.
It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's understanding what our body is going through, and then it's understanding the feelings associated
Yeah.
through that healing
Correct.
process,
Correct.
right? So, as compared to other solutions out there, people must be thinking, well, this must be quite costly.
Okay.
I was just about to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to go there. It's always like, oh, very good, nice. How much?
Right. Very, very good question. So when we compare stem cells therapy, which I was actually doing a lot of research on, the costing of it, One injection can cost you about 100,000 each time.
USD?
No, ringgit.
Ringgit, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I give an example. If you walk into a GP clinic and you have knee degeneration, that one stem cells injection can cost you about 16,000 ringgit. 16,000.
Never mind, I walk with a broken knee. It's okay lah.
Okay.
And no guarantee to work. So you need to go back 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
So on average, how many times?
Depends on how
Severe.
degenerate,
Okay.
how
So
bad it is.
it ranged between a Kalisa to a up to you.
Yeah, correct. Right. So then, even for the injections, the 100,000, right? Your body will start. Remember, by the age of 60, you will still. It's still aging,
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah.
So you need to keep doing it, right? So then, it came to a point where I asked myself, okay, that is out. So I look at supplements. I look at superior animal supplement, deer placenta, superior animal. That's about 2,000 a month. 2,000 a month, right? And you need to take it long term. And then it came to this point where I actually look at it safe, non-invasive, no side effects.
Yeah.
Okay, 720 a month on average. 720. Okay, so that is the comparison of costing. I don't want to put in something where I don't feel comfortable.
When you say 720, it comes with the amount of patches. Or
Yep.
the 720 is the average price based on what you need.
Correct.
So it's an average price. Lah. So in other words, it could be lower if you're a very healthy person and young and blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
And it could be slightly more expensive based on your age and your...
Correct.
All right, fair enough. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's average
Average.
720.
Yeah.
So how frequent do people need to?
You change it every day.
Every day,
You
okay.
wear it 8 to 12 hours a day. Okay. And after that, you change it to the night one. There's one morning and there's one night.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this patch, it can be anywhere in your body, or are there certain points?
Okay, good question. So this is Western acupuncture technology. So there are acupuncture points that you need to basically know where to patch for the maximum effect of it.
Right.
So it's trial and error. But for a start, we always patch it at the back of our neck because that is what the largest nerve in our system,
center, yeah.
which is what we call vagus nerve.
Yeah.
Yep. So it opens up the meridians to all major organs for blood to circulate better. Yeah. So that's the basis of it. So comparatively, if you go to acupuncture and things like that, one session can cost you about 120, 100, 150.
Stupid question. Got any cool patches? Not got like different design or just like that? Okay.
I
but
can
when
have it
you-
to draw.
when you
Draw.
laugh-
I can have it to
when you
draw.
laugh, that means don't have already. I know. I'm just asking.
that's the
Someone
upsell.
might want like,
Tailor-made,
hey,
huh?
I want like Avengers tattoo.
Yeah. People actually do that. Just to cover up.
Yeah. Just ask. Just asking.
Can be done. Good marketing. Rebranding exercise.
So how do people get in touch with you, or to know what is right for them?
Okay, so I do assess the person's health condition first. There's an assessment that I do,
Yeah.
and then from there I will be able to analyze what they need.
Okay.
Okay, so they can get in touch with me through my WhatsApp. Okay, 016-9171-268.
I don't know whether this is down, but it's
Yep.
appearing somewhere lah. Somewhere it's appeared.
Yeah,
Okay.
016-9171-268.
Okay.
Okay, so then we will arrange for a consultation through Zoom, and we'll see whether that person would actually need to go through the whole regimen.
And for the shy people, is there anywhere they can go to learn more about this?
Yes, definitely. They can go on to my YouTube channel as well.
Right. Which is
YouTube/Absolute You, one word.
Yes, it popped out somewhere. I don't know
Absolute
where.
you.
Yeah.
It popped out somewhere.
And people can also reach out to you via email
Yes.
as well. What's your email?
Yep. info@absoluteyou.com.
Okay, and that's with a hyphen in between.
Yeah.
All right. So whatever information you'll be able to find it within our descriptions or around the video over here. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
Yes,
to
yes.
have you on
Thank
board.
you so much
Yeah,
for having me.
I just want to say this. I know, whenever you hear about something new, there's always skeptics. Being a skeptic is always good. That's how we survive dinosaurs eating us. Okay? We always learn to worry about something. But the key thing here is arm yourself with knowledge. Find different avenues to get as much knowledge as you can. All the information we gave today about the copper, Go research it yourself, find out for yourself, and then form an opinion that and ask people who are in the business to get a better, clearer understanding. So we've given you all the access for you to find out as much information as you can. Now the ball is in your court. So the focus is on you now to learn what you can and help yourself grow. All right? But once again, thanks, bro. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you
for
so
sharing.
much.
Like I said, I started with a skeptic, asked all the questions. We
Yeah.
got what we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you for offering this consultation to our community as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So once again, the focus was on our brother here. Next time around, the focus will be on, you'll find out.